The East Van Dan Shit Show.
We only played here once with X and Bane.
I think we just did the one here with X and Bane and Rebel Priest and yeah, Rebel Priest and Narnars.
Narnars, I know them.
Yeah, they're Victoria band.
They're Narnar.
Yeah, super Narnar.
Yeah.
Awesome band.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys been here? Have you guys performed here when it was a titty bar?
No,
that'd be sweet.
Unfortunately, have never had the opportunity to perform in a titty bar. I did titty bar karaoke one time though, and that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I lost against a guy that sung a fucking Rob Zombie song. Yeah, and it's just like
what Rob Zombie song?
It was like Dragula or something, and like Rob Zombie.
Most
can't
common
sing,
knowledge.
So it's like, why the fuck? You know, like he can sing in quotation marks, but like I was doing like songs, you know, and this guy's just doing a fucking Rob Zombie song, and like he's a regular, and all the strippers knew him, so they're all fucking yeah, and then he won. It's because it's popularity contest, boys.
That's a lot of singing competitions these days.
Yeah,
especially local ones.
It's actually the most money I've ever made playing music. It's karaoke contests. Yeah, I made like $1,000 in karaoke contests.
How's that possible?
People like 2 or 3
people like.
I'm impressed.
Or something?
Yeah, thanks, man. It's
well, you are a pretty terrific singer.
Thank you, but yeah, it's definitely more bountiful than playing rock and roll.
We're in the wrong business, boys.
Why are you here?
Karaoke competition.
We need to tour the world and fucking do karaoke contests.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the show, boys. Please welcome Moonbather.
We are Moonbather. My name is Jacob.
My name is Tim.
I'm MJ.
And I'm Greg.
Nice.
Yeah, Greg usually has a really squeaky voice.
My favorite name out of the bunch is Greg.
I'm sorry?
Greg is my favorite name.
Nice.
Yeah, I know Greg.
You know a Greg. Now
He's
you know
fucking
2
cool.
Gregs.
Now I know 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
So you guys are playing the Globe tonight.
Yeah.
My hunting ground for podcasting. Real bands, actual bands. None of that backing track shit. That's so common nowadays, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't fuck with that shit. We just play rock and roll with guitars and amps and drums.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
So Jordan, start us off, man. You guys are Vancouver.
It's Jacob.
Jacob? Why do I keep calling you Jordan?
I don't know.
Do you know a Jordan? Does he look like a Jordan?
Is there a Jordan in like one of the other bands?
To be honest, guys, I've been fucking with him and I introduced myself as Jordan.
Did you?
Oh, you have? Really?
You fucking piece of shit.
No, I love that. That's great. We're keeping that in. I love that. I love it. John Lovett. That's great.
Sneaky devil,
man.
Yeah.
So Jacob.
We're from Victoria.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we came here today for rock and roll, and Nanaimo's one of our favorite cities to play music in. People here have a good fucking time. Yeah, we're stoked to be here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys come about?
Well, me and Greg used to play in a band called Crimson Witch together, and we played music for like 3 or 4 years, but then COVID happened and the band broke up, and we started Moonbather. First, it was our friend Joe was playing drums with us, and we recruited Tim off Craigslist. Or not Craigslist, sorry, Facebook. No one really uses Craigslist anymore as far as I'm aware. And then Joe had to work full time and couldn't do the full-time rock and roll band thing, and we knew MJ from he was in another band that we played shows with as Crimson Witch, and you know, we already knew him and knew he was a good guy and knew that he could kick the shit out of a drum set, so we started, and then MJ was kind of like the motivator for playing our first show once we had like mostly a decent set together, and he also came up with the band name.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah. So like how do you guys like write music? Like is it like lyric wise?
Well, lyric wise it's I just try to think of like a word that I kind of think sounds cool, and then I try to write around that, I guess, or just anything that inspires me, like I'll just try to think of something that is a cool topic, and then once I have a cool topic, I just kind of throw it down and it kind of flows, I'm not really going for like full on storytelling necessarily, more just like a vibe. And then music wise, we just get together and play music. We jam on riffs and kind of organize the riffs, this riff is verse, this riff is chorus, we'll do this many times, and it's all kind of a collaborative thing between all of us to, just keep on like jamming, rock and roll. Sometimes we write songs and like 5 months after trying to write it for we just decide that it's not the song, and then we go on to the next one and just keep on trying to improve upon everything that we've done in the past.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Where did you guys play last night?
We didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
No? Have you, like, what's summer been like?
Summer been's good. We our last gig we played in, we did a couple shows on the mainland. We did one at Bully Studios in New Westminster, which is one of my favorite venues for like up and coming bands, and just like a cool small space with a good sound and a good stage on I think in BC. And then we played Fire Hall Fest in Oliver, which our friend Rob from the band The Cavernous set up, and awesome like psychedelic heavy synth band.
Oh, sweet.
And they're coming to Nanaimo, or at least Victoria.
They're playing in
next week.
Victoria.
Next week, yeah.
At Wheelies.
Yeah, Wheelies, great band. And showing Oliver was fun. And then before that, we played a gig at Wheelies, like parking lot party with Heavy Trip from Vancouver.
Oh,
And
sweet.
that was a really good show for us. We had a really good time, and our friends from Nanaimo, Under the Mountain, were also
Under the Mountain! I know, I partied with them boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They rock
Yeah,
hard.
I can
We
outdrink
did
all of
too.
them.
Can you?
I'm sure I have. I mean,
Well, you haven't.
I
had
can do
competition
anything.
against Greg yet, so
it's awesome.
yeah.
We also played with Everage at Wheelies as well. So
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
They're on the bill.
Yeah, Everage was an awesome band too. They're from I think the Whistler area, but they're all just kind of, hippies from around BC, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys record your EP?
Greg's old house.
In his basement.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So
Yeah.
you do all that mixing, mastering?
No, we didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Our friend Evan, he also recorded for the Crimson Witch album, and we just felt good with him. He's able to do a decent mix and master and recording for like a budget, which is huge, especially for bands just starting out. Like recording
Yeah,
our
for
first
sure.
4-track EP, like we just needed something that we could fucking afford and record, and it turned out, we're all pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, on how it all sounds, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So there's you guys are headlining tonight. There's 2 other bands on the bill. Do any of you play in like the other bands playing tonight?
No.
Okay, so that
So.
you know how you were fucking with me when you were like, my name's actually not that, and because there's the guy from the opening band, he plays in Yum.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, which is an awesome band. They have our friends, like we played with Bort, Brandon, and Josh, and Kyle or Chris, their drummer. Fuck, I feel bad because I love the guy, but I'm so bad at names sometimes. It starts with K, but he's a really good dude, and I love all of his bands.
Yeah. He should.
Yeah. But no, we're just playing in Moonbather, playing rock and roll, doing our best. We're writing some new songs right now that we're feeling really good about.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Do you guys tend to like go into like the studio during like the winter?
I think last time we did, and then this time it will probably end up that way as well. We usually at
It's funny
least
how
give
that happens.
ourselves a few months off in the winter time, just because people are usually doing.
Well, the weather's shit. Let's stay
Well, the
indoors
weather's
and be
shit,
fucking creative
and,
and
like-
bang it out.
Yeah, exactly. And just to have time to be creative, you know, instead of being able to instead of having a show and then grinding and just rehearsing, having a few months off to be able to just work on music, is all I feel really beneficial, because if you're just playing shows all the time, it's really hard to squeeze in time to be able to write new songs if you're just trying to rehearse for the upcoming shows, unless you're just a band that kind of does everything on the fly. Some bands don't rehearse, and that's chill,
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys got some pretty wild party stories, playing house parties that get so out of control. You guys get the whole band gets arrested and thrown in jail.
The tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
that
You got a
was
tattoo story? I want to hear
That's
this.
I didn't get the tattoo, but we were playing at a house show one time with a
Our
couple.
first show.
Our first house show.
Second
with,
house show.
Technically, yeah, I guess our second actual house show with a couple punk bands, and
Nice.
the drummer of one of the bands was getting it tatted while he was drumming. So he had a guy just in the corner behind him tattooing a pickle on his shoulder. The pickle ended up looking like more of a turd by the time they were done, but it was pretty cool to watch for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you didn't get a tattoo?
Not while I was drumming, no.
Oh.
It kind of inspired me. I kind of wanted to do it until I saw the final result of the tattoo, and I was like, I don't know if I want a turd on my body, but it's a cool idea. It's pretty metal, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about the craziest thing I've seen at a house show.
The one time we were partying in Nanaimo, and
Oh yeah, you gonna tell them?
should I?
Yes, please. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. They want to hear it.
I showed everyone my pubes, but with
Yeah.
consent.
Yes, consensually.
With consent.
Pulled out his pubes in front of everybody at a party.
But you weren't there, Malik.
I was asleep on the
You
couch
were asleep on
upstairs.
the couch.
Nice.
Guys.
Luckily, I missed that one.
Malik was like, you guys are gonna fucking party all night, and you're gonna fucking wake up in the morning, and you're all gonna feel like shit. Then I'm gonna have a nice, solid 8 hours sleep here on this couch. Good
And
fucking
I
luck,
did.
you guys.
I felt great.
And you know what? He was right. I felt like shit
Yeah.
so much. And Malik was fine.
Yeah, the one night I decided to be responsible. You guys got wild.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I can relate. We got common ground now.
There we go.
Feel comfortable.
You've also shown people your pubes?
Yes.
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 But not
Yes.
in an intimate setting. just
I
at a
made
party.
love. I made love to a prostitute at a house party.
Wow.
Made
Nice.
love to a prostitute.
That's
So
pretty
like
wild.
Yeah.
where at the house party?
Like in the middle of
In
the
the
party.
middle of the party. in the
It was in a
bathroom,
certain
in the
area. It was in
bathroom,
it wasn't like in a bedroom. It was more in a
closet.
den / garage.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone just grabbed. Hey man, I hear there's beers in the fucking garage fridge here. Is it cool if I grab one real quick? Yeah, sure, man, go for it.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. Let's see. I have some great tattoos. I love a good tattoo. I got
nice.
tits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nice,
I
dude.
got two of my heterosexual friends making out.
Nice.
This
cool.
guy did a
Nice.
great cropping job. It actually looks like they're in love. Yeah, that's good. But
A
that
tender moment.
I don't know if you know them. A band called Wise Young Blood. They're from Nanaimo.
Heard of it.
Yeah,
Never
Yeah,
met
that's
them.
their guitar
Seen
player,
them, yeah.
Andrew Harper. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I've always
Yeah.
wanted to get a tattoo of Greg and Malik kissing, but
You should.
well, I just don't. I'm not a tattoo guy.
Just that one.
Make a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I could, or all three of you guys
Oh.
do like a triple kiss, or with your tongues and stuff. Lots of drool.
Yeah.
You ever see
Yeah,
those
that was
really
drool.
graphic tattoos?
Like, what do you mean graphic?
Yeah.
Like the
really graphic,
photorealistic one?
super photorealistic, crazy sex tattoos,
No.
Ooh,
No.
maybe.
Like
There's-
people just get tattoos of people fucking. On.
Yeah, or like really like sloppy blowjob shot, you know, or
Oh,
like essentially
I've
like
never heard of this.
essentially
it
like
would have to have
Hustler-
sentimental value. It wouldn't just be a random person.
Well, like,
yeah,
it's
like,
essentially
if
like
your grandma died, right?
It's like a
Yeah,
Hustler.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is my grandma, and my grandpa. It's
They're
really
dead.
important to me.
But they're always with me.
But they're always with me.
That's
Oh,
sick.
good
I love
lord.
it.
All right, so let's get back to music.
So you know, growing up, like, fucking, what inspired you?
So me personally, fucking Chad Kroeger from Nickelback.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's
Saw
the
that
reason
coming.
I'm the guitarist I am today.
He wrote a
None of this makes
self
sense.
autobiography when he was 11 years old.
Yeah, I could read you guys my Nickelback autobiography before I'm going to hand but in truth, that led me on to liking cooler bands, you know, like Marilyn Manson and Korn and Limp Bizkit
So
and
much
Linkin
cooler.
Park. And then that kind of led me into liking even cooler bands, you know, like Black Sabbath and Kyuss.
Let's just start with Kyuss and Black Sabbath.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
can skip Nickelback, fucking Limp Bizkit.
Hey, man. I'm just trying to be honest.
That's alright.
Yeah,
It's a
it's okay.
phase. Everyone has
You
it.
can lie.
Yeah.
So, but truthfully, though, Chad Kroeger. And Tim?
For bass, I'd probably say
Cliff?
Justin Chancellor from Tool, and I would probably say John Wright from No Means No, or Rob Wright, sorry. That's
Sweet.
great bass player.
Yeah.
And Les Claypool.
Nice. Yeah.
Let's pass that along.
Yeah, I mean, when I first started playing music, originally I wanted to get into guitar, but they didn't offer that at school. So, my music teacher really suggested percussion and drums, and they kind of supported me a lot through that. So I guess the reason I got into music and playing drums was my grade 5 music teacher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
But as far as like bands go, I mean, definitely like Danny Carey is a big one for me growing up. I was a big Tool fan, so
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah. I started playing guitar just as I turned into a teenager, and the more I played guitar, the more my schooling went downhill because I just started playing guitar instead of doing homework and shit. And I was into like the classic rock stuff, you know, Jimi Hendrix was the big one for me, Dwayne Allman and stuff like that. But then it kind of moved on to guitarists from, you know, Iron Maiden and Judas Priest to everything really. If it's good music, I was soaking it up and exploring.
Nice.
And yeah.
Dwayne Allman. I like that.
Yeah, the Allman
Yeah.
Brothers. Dickie Betts too was a wicked one.
Nice.
Jerry Garcia. I loved all that stuff and still do, but lots more now too.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
Fucking A. So you guys got your EP out. I listened to it. Still can't figure out, like, MJ, in your opinion, like, who does your guy sound like?
Just call
I'm
him
fucking.
that guy now.
Yeah, he's your guy.
Yeah.
No, he's your guy.
Our guy.
My guy here is gonna hate this. Maybe he'll love it. I don't know at this point how he feels about it.
I think
He
he's
sounds
just
he
accepted.
sounds like Jacob. First off,
Thanks.
It's Jacob. He sounds.
No,
like
it's Jordan. We
It's
established
sounds like
it.
whatever his
whatever
name
you
is,
whatever
yeah.
you choose.
Yeah.
But the comparison I think we've heard the most is John Garcia from Kyuss.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I think
Yeah, I
that's,
think-
that's
yeah.
the one I've heard
Mhm.
consistently, and I do agree with it. But at the same time, I've been playing with Jacob now for 2 years or so. So, you know, he's distinctly Jacob at this point. But yeah,
Yeah, my
nice.
like my actual influences on my sound is like Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, Ronnie James Dio, John Garcia, Ozzy Osbourne, and Lane Staley. I'd say that kind of is like my main like.
Huge
influences on
Alice in
music.
Chains fan. I mean, I
Too,
think
yeah.
everyone
Oh,
here
yeah.
I
is.
think we all are.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah.
what was it? It was Chains, Mastodon, and Deftones. What was that tour? You guys should know.
Oh, Black Diamond Sky. Dude.
Crack
I was
Diamond Sky.
Black Diamond Sky.
Black
I
Diamond.
was
Yeah,
at that show, the one
Yeah.
at Rogers Arena. That was a sick lineup.
that was a
To
fucking
be able
killer
to see
concert.
Mastodon, because I had the floor, and Mastodon was the first band on the bill at an Alice in Chains show, and like a lot of people didn't show up early to catch Mastodon because they don't really know at the time, and I was fucking like front row in front of Mastodon.
It's fucking A. First time I ever crowd surfed.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have the t-shirts. I mean, they're pretty fucking worn out.
Yeah,
What year was that? That was...
T-shirt too with the like triangle on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but would have been like
13.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2013, 2014, yeah, because that's around the time that those albums came out. Crack
Man.
the Sky, maybe even earlier than that. Crack the Sky, I think came out in like 2010 or something. Maybe it was the end of the Crack the Sky tour though. Whatever.
You know, if I could go back to that in time to that concert, I would be thinking, you know, I got my drinking under control and my drug use and all my problems all together. I'll never live in a rehab with 24 full-grown men. And now bring it up to date. I currently live in a rehab with 24 full-grown men. Thoughts, concerns?
There you go, dude. Congratulations on.
Yeah.
It's 6 months sober on
nice.
the 20th.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. If you happen to be passing through Vancouver, BC, please stop by Whiskey Six Barbecue. Hands down, #1 ribs ever. That's Whiskey Six Barbecue, located in Vancouver, BC. Be there or be square, baby. So rather than, talk about bands that influenced you and, stuff like that, what bands, going, when you guys were, younger, going to, concerts and seeing, bands that, really let you down, live?
When I was a kid, I was into Disturbed, and when I saw them, I was like, actually, Disturbed isn't good, and I'm not into this band anymore.
They sucked? How so?
It just wasn't. It was also like me and my friends did like a few shows in a row, and we saw Metallica, and then Nine Inch Nails, and then we saw Disturbed. So like overall, it was just really unimpressive, especially compared to seeing like, I don't know, like Nine Inch Nails, in my opinion, is one of like the best live heavy bands out there as far as like big arena bands go,
Okay.
and actually like
Sweet.
throw a show. And then I saw a band like Disturbed, and I'm like, nah, the guy's just like all the time, and it's just kind of not really. Yeah, wasn't really it for me. It just kind of took me out of it.
I hear Megadeth isn't good live.
Like I've seen them live a few times, and it kind of depends. Like every time I've seen Megadeth, I've gotten quite emotional, and it's always been a good time for me. But I don't know. They're the only band I've ever cried to seeing live.
Happy tears or sad tears?
Happy tears. No, Dave Mustaine called me a pussy, and I cried. Yeah.
I can usually find something positive to take out of any show that I see. I can't really think of any really bad, terrible performances that I have to walk out of. I don't know. No.
No? Okay.
Not really. No. There's usually something. Usually there's some really good musicianship at a particular time in the show, and I can kind of focus on that and take that away, like a great guitar riff or a great solo, great drum transition, awesome bass riff, good vocals. Just people, performing and putting their hearts into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, I guess sometimes I feel like it depends on the venue for like sound quality too. You know?
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sound plays a big part of it.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever been to like a big show that I paid decent money for and like walked away disappointed.
Yeah.
I've probably been to like the least amount of shows out of everybody here, but yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen a few disappointing local shows, but never like a big show. Yeah, usually we have a good time. And we don't name names. Yeah, so don't ask.
Yeah, that's actually a tricky one. I don't know off the top of my head. I've been to a lot of shows. None really pop out at me that were like awful. I feel like a lot of the time festival shows can kind of be a shit show with like setup or sound or like those long like 3-day festivals where everyone's strung out and stuff. But I gotta agree with you guys on like the big stuff that I've gone to. I've been pretty impressed. I mean, they're doing what they do, right? Yeah. But yeah, maybe the occasional local show, right, Malik?
Sometimes, yeah. It happens. Not
Yeah.
everybody's gonna kill it, but
Yeah, I think
I can think of a lot of highlights of like shows that I loved.
Mhm.
I think that's usually what I take away from a show. If it's kind of awful, it kind of just falls off to the side.
You don't remember
Kind of
it.
discard it over the years.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I've seen some pretty shitty shows.
Yeah. I guess you can't really like, you know. I think the last big show I went to was seeing like Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah.
But then again, it's like, well, he fucking sings for like 2 years on tour straight, so you can't really. If
It's working
it's
hard.
not on par, then
Yeah.
it's like, well,
And everyone has their off nights, you know.
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah, you can't be
things
Superman.
don't work out.
Yeah. Before we wrap it up, you know, where can people hear your shit?
We've got our EP on Spotify.
YouTube,
Everything.
music,
YouTube,
yeah.
yeah. We've got big
Bandcamp, that's
live
how I
videos of
found
us.
you guys.
Yeah, we're on Bandcamp.
Yeah, we've got some cool live footage of us on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
We're everywhere.
at our shows.
Yeah, come out to a show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now personal question. Do you guys you guys got merch out there? Do you got like smalls? Cause I'm like tiny.
We do have small.
Do you have a sweater and a small?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hook me up? I would love to buy one.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You
Okay.
got it.
Okay, guys made my day because they sold me a large, and obviously I am not large whatsoever, so it was kind of a letdown a little bit, but try and make it work. Nevertheless, thanks for doing the show.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you guys rock the fuck out,
Yeah, man.
and come back to Nanaimo.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
Okay,
we live
then.
in Nanaimo, so thanks for having us.
You guys live in Nanaimo?
We don't. No, we just love playing here.
Oh,
We're
you
not-
love playing here. I was
Yeah.
like, no, you guys don't play. You just said Victoria.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're from Vic.
Are you fucking with me? You guys fucking with me again here?
JK, we live in Nanaimo now, guys.
Yeah.
We're not Moonbather.
JK, we're from Vancouver. JK,
I don't even play drums.
he's the singer. I'm the drummer. He's the guitarist. He's the bassist.
The old
Psych.
switcheroo.
My name's Greg. He's Jordan. This is Tim. That's MJ.
You know what? Next interview you guys do, you should just pretend to be like the other person the entire time.
I actually like that. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
That would be good.
That's good.
That'd be good. Love
Hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, boys. Well,
Alright.
okay. See y'all next time
Yeah.
on the East Van Dance Shit Show. Peace.
Cheers.
Fuck yeah.